Theoretically, this works. And I think it does. I think we're up working. Alright, man. Dusting off the stream setup has been all sorts of fun, because apparently NVIDIA Progress cannot work on sound. But we're here playing Road 56, and this is how we have a handful of things that I've been busy trying to learn. Road 56 has been kind of the same game that I'm used to, but as learning it, there's a few new skipped frames. Oh well, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. But I want to show how my build works and why it does so good. So let's start with research stuff. This is kind of how I've been going a little crazy in... Yeah, I love how we start off with so much extra tech already done. This is kind of how I'd go crazy in my multiplayer games with my buddies. We have... I don't want to do tanks day one. And I kind of do this a little different every time, but we'll start armored trains, so I know we're going to be producing those. And we're playing a vanilla game. We don't have a whole lot of things that the AI is going to do that would normally happen in a multiplayer game. There's mistakes that the players are going to make, and there's mistakes the AI is going to make. And I hope it just washes out. This is mostly to show exactly what I do. Since we're kind of getting to it, this is the secret to my Navy game. Usually I don't research any actual ships. I might do some cruisers and destroyers later. We're playing UK today. If I was playing some other country that really needed to beat the UK, maybe I'd do it. But we're going to grab 2 research slots here, active sonar. And the super secret tech is that this research slot will always be on Navy. There's stuff in the naval support tree that is very, very strong. What could it be? Oh, 15% extra damage? That's crazy. No wonder my ships are so good. But as the UK goes, I'm always tempted to do a couple of things different, but we kind of start with plenty of naval dockyards. I think, let me look at the focuses because I want to see how many we get if we go down. Anything in the naval tree. We get 3 here. And that's kind of it. Everything else we have to build on our own. I'm not too worried about that then. We can maybe build some later. Infrastructure-wise, is there anything I need to buff up? Our resources are fairly fine. We'll have enough rubber for now. We'll have to trade it from from Malaysia and whatnot. Chromium, do we need to build up chromium? I'm kind of a guy who likes to upgrade stuff later rather than immediately. We must have resource rights with someone else. Let me double check. Let's see, none of these show as we've got them. There we go, these ones. And well, there's plenty of rubber. What's crazy is you can get so much rubber out of here, but there's already way too much. We have to contest with the Japanese, theoretically, if we want to actually upgrade these ones here. But just to keep it simple, I don't think we're going to do any of that. We're going to do the easy thing with the UK, because I don't think I need to do anything else to research, and we're just going to build mills. Just to keep it simple. Obviously, every game is going to be a little different, but we're just going to run mills for pretty much the entire thing. Let's see, starting factories. We need to actually fix our naval starting stuff. Don't need starting boats, don't need another carrier. I do, but not that carrier. So those are all the ships that were at 0, plus these subs, which technically also ships, but not too worried about it. And everything else, we're going to finish out most of these lines and this basic cruiser pretty early on still. Not really losing much if I don't finish it. I'm going to try and get through this game pretty quick. The setup is a little wonky to start off, of course. And then I'm going to put convoys. We'll it'll let us know once we get most of these ships done. I can adjust some things, update the repair queue. Now I can actually start looking at this other stuff. I don't think I want to go crazy on the planes day 1. There's not much reason to. We'll probably design them once we get the improved airframe, and we'll probably stick with that most of the game. I mean, we'll get advanced eventually, but as far as just a single player game, um, we probably won't get that far in to need anything else. Everything's an interwar design, so I'm just gonna get rid of all that until we actually research something else. Same with these. I do think I want to add some tanks in this run around. We don't need railway guns from the Great War. Don't need civilian stuff. So let's add our Mios. Extra important to do early on. That way they start building production, especially since we're producing, I think, all of these things. Let's see, basic light tank. Yeah, we're not producing that. Let's see, support equipment. Artillery. And guns. Okay, so no trucks are getting produced. That is a little disconcerting. I would like them. I like support relatively high to start, because support equipment is one of those things that will never switch the production line. So it's kind of like if you put 10 on support equipment, and then you build some huge stockpile, and then even if you're not, like, if you're losing more than you gained during the war, like, you don't need to make a better piece of support equipment throughout the whole war to change it. So if you invest a little extra into support equipment early, it's nice. I think we'll go up on that first. Man, these skipped frame settings are not exactly great. I mean, we'll figure it out if we stream again. We'll change things a little bit. But, yeah, I think that's where we're at. We still want some artillery. Things to add in, of course, are going to be trucks. I will add AA and AT later. If I was just playing the AI, I might skip out on the AA, but we'll just put it in just because. It's a good little thing to do. Just to be practiced on in case I lost it in the multiplayer game. Now, limited rearmament, super good. But I'm always tempted. Not tempted. It's always required to go steady as she goes eventually. Because eventually you get your guy, one of the leader dudes, important guys. I don't know, some royalty dude. I'm an American, I don't care. Ends up dying. And you need this ticking weekly stability to keep your stability up that high. But I think we can afford the that early for civs. Civs are always good. In other situations, I might build civs first, especially if I was getting boosted by America, which is the best way to play the UK. Not that you actually decide how that goes. You do have to look divisions. Do I want to do I want to do 20s, so yes, that is the one we're going to use. Our tank is not going to be used for a long time, nor the motorized. Let's just get this all set up as quick as possible. That's going to get updated. Actually, that's a really bad tank division. That's not going to last very long in a real fight. But we'll be using Marines. We're going to be doing Marines. Let me set up supply priorities and fuel priorities. That'll be good for now. These are all going to go to the infantry division for now. I'm going to get rid of this division because my OCD does not like a not round number, so 36 is going to be great. And yeah, we'll just spread them out easy with the area defense to start the game. Nothing crazy. And yeah, I'll put the guy under there. Faction goals. Obviously, this is the easy part, right? You always do joint research and then joint command structure because joint research just takes research getting done to get done, and the joint command structure is just produce more divisions. We're going to be doing that eventually, so that's going to get done very quickly afterwards. Facility, we have a surface facility. Oh, that does remind me. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We do want the aerodynamics avionics facility, day 1. Where you put it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do Ireland this game, and it's going to get produced first. Decisions. Don't care about trade with the Dutch. I might LARP a little bit, but in just some goofy early game, I don't care. And then also like the Anglo-Egyptian Conference, don't care about that either. Burma Road, no. Shouldn't need improved working conditions. This is the only thing in the political actions tree that I think about doing. Definitely won't split up the Raj. Yep, economic policy crap, resources, prospection. If that was ever worth it, man. Like, there's only a few, like, decisions in the whole game that are worth it for prospect for resources. It's so disappointing how you have all these things that's worth a lot. Let's see. See, this adds plus 10 stability, but it's only a temporary thing. So I usually don't do these even if I have players on there, unless they like, hey, I need stability to go do something. I don't think there's any nation that needs it, but I'm trying to remember. Cunningham, of course, is going to be our guy. And we're going to leave the Navy as it is for now. We're going to kick up the 4-speed. I think everything is set up. Do I need an intelligence agency? I would definitely get it eventually, but it is not a priority as an allied nation day one. Because we can kind of get it pretty quick here because it makes one for us. If we did this second, we'll probably do the City as She Goes stuff. And then, depending on whether the Axis is screwing you over for what is it, world tension stuff. I think Road to 56 is different than normal. So general rearmament takes world tension. So there's not much you can do, but getting war support to do things like partial mob is nice. And you can kind of get past it if you go left side to maintain the integrity, and then do motion for no confidence, because that's going to get you good old Churchill. And then you'll get some war support down here, but you'll lose more stability. Not that, if there he is, he doesn't start dying, he does die, George V. And that's why it's usually important to do Steady as She Goes first, because that ticking stability is counteracted. Actually, you get more stability from it than him being dead. And there's nothing we got to do with the Edward thing except that it'll just solve itself on its own. Anglo-Egyptian Conference, because it wants us to spend stuff on this. Yeah, I couldn't care less about that. Or militarization. That's our world tension. I also don't care about Ethiopia. In an AI game, it doesn't typically matter, especially when you're playing historical. Everyone's about home. I'm going to get you training in case we need some army experience. Oh, that is one thing I did forget. Our air. I want some air research early. I'll probably, through like focuses and whatnot, get all I need beforehand. But just to be... Here's our best airport right here. What are we going to do? We're going to use fighters and CAS, probably. And I might do strats later. It's always nice to add in strats. Kind of mid to late war if you have the stuff for it. And then we'll just get these all trained up till they're veterans, just to get that little bit of XP. How are our trades looking? We have all our own oil and whatnot. Yeah, these resources were way different before we started the game. I don't know why they're so wonky. But while we're kind of playing this out, let's get the Navy kind of situated. We don't have to do the Navy because there's going to be a bunch of extra ships that like pop out for us. But let's get these subs kind of wrangled into a division. Let's put it into Fleet 3 for now. Yeah, I'll just actually just band a bunch of stuff too. You guys will merge. You guys will merge for now. So the goal with Navy, right? UK has to cover its own shores and whatnot, right? And with a new naval rework, you have to have them patrolling, right? Luckily, you have enough fuel that you can kind of get away with that, right? You can import whatever you need from America for the most part, unless some goofy raiding in Atlantic gets really, really good. As soon as this range improvement is done, we're going to go for the improved small airframe, which I think did also finish there, yep, along with rearmament. And then Steady as She Goes, nice little 35 day. But yeah, we have to cover because we don't want the Germans to just, put up their fleet. There's nothing here. We will have naval bombers like trying to do some patrolling, but it'll be mostly a basic little setup. just to have superior supremacy here. If the Germans have a bigger fleet, you need to like add more than what I'm probably going to do. But the primary fleet is going to be down here in the Med. They're going to obliterate the Italians. And then when the Italians are done, we're not going to worry about much else. Let's see, these guys, I'm going to merge a couple of these. Do that. You'll train up, because we will use it eventually. I forget, how many carriers do we have? 1, 2. 1, 2, so we have 5. So what I would like to do, because we have more than 15 dockyards, is I would make another one. Now, let's see. I don't have any naval experience, but just to kind of show what we will do, right, we'll do deck armor. Or do we do cruiser armor 2? I can't remember. Cruiser armor 2 is better for health and armor than the deck armor. The deck armor is a little bit lighter. We do have radar to put on, which I do like. Radar is always good for surface detection. The more you have, the better for the fleet. These guys aren't exactly shooting anything, but we'll be fine. I will not produce any heavy ships. I think we're doing light attack cruisers, so these heavy cruisers are not it. I'll do destroyers as well. And I might do some subs later. No reason to like focus on them. Is this a heavy cruiser? Yeah. I don't need that. Cleaning some stuff up. Yeah, and we will train these two navies. These are not at all set up in how we want them. They're mostly trained to begin with, but let's get them trained a little bit more because we want the naval experience so we can redesign the stuff. That's good. That's done. I'm going to do some tank stuff, but I don't need to rush it, actually. What I will do, kind of get some of these support equipments done out of the way first. I don't know what that tree is ever for. At war with Japan. Oh, it helps. Oh, is this like new? This is probably new DLC stuff that I don't know about. Does weird stuff. Fortress Singapore. I don't know. Don't care. Motorized armor and armor. Yeah, we want to kind of get through that as quick as possible. Is there anything here that is super important? Because this tree seems almost insignificant to me. Like, I can get French Alliance early, right? But really, I just got to kind of get that done before they do Poland. In the multiplayer game, maybe they do it early. But, I mean, little things like this where it's like, get the fuel silo, some production output. Doesn't need to be done before the war. You're going to get more benefit out of it later. This is important, but you need more than 50 world tension, right? So, even this home defense with the war support, right? Very specifically needed when you're trying to go with the partial node, but not necessary right now. This stuff I don't even really do unless, I mean, it's really necessary. Like, Imperial Conference is just, if I had all my miners doing it, that'd be really easy to go and do, but I think we're going to do motorized armored cars, armor tech, and armor variants. Yeah. We kind of want to go down here. Obviously get the general rearmament and Shadow Scheme stuff relatively soon. Shadow Scheme can be done just any time before the war. But let's do the secret intelligence stuff so we can start building that up. And let's get our construction tech. And government-wise, we want ourselves a silent workhorse. Oh, do I have... Yeah, advisor cost cheaper? Nice. Yeah, we want our silent workhorse so we get the extra political power. Who's next? Obviously, the war industrialist will help a good bit. But someone like the economist is good as well. Everyone else is kind of not necessary unless you go weird. Factory output could be nice, so trade unionist and economist, I think, are the two main guys. I mean, you can pick 3. Economist, trade unionist, and war industrialist. I think those all work. Trade unionist is kind of more general, because you'll get more political power, which you kind of don't need after a certain point. You kind of got enough mid-war. But that 10% factory output is also, like, the later in the war, your factory output, like, a 10% doesn't mean very much. Let's get these armored trains. We're only going to need 2 on those. The trucks are producing. And although our fuel total is going down, obviously we do not care. Yes, we need 25 war support. Early mode is not important to jump over civilian economy. Sure, it helps, but the political power early on that we're working with this for isn't a big deal. We will grab integrated designer because that's 20% naval research speed, and since we will be researching naval stuff almost the whole game, that's really important. We will grab support ships for our first research thing. And then with our air thing, we obviously already have radar done, so our jet guy is going in. Because that's kind of how you make sure you guarantee you win the game. Late game, the air game, is make sure you go get axial jets. Or just the jets too. Decisive battle, naval aviation, Churchill. He will not be available when he becomes the boss of the UK, so... And I used to get improved airplane catapults, but I don't put them on my cruisers anymore. I'll spot with planes more often than not. Let's do the ship torpedo launcher. Because I will put tier 2... oh, I didn't pause the game. Doing the, like, queue for all of your, oh, what are these called? The Mios, yeah. Is kind of nice to do early on when things are chill. Yeah, I don't want... Okay, Edward abdicates, cool. We have George the Sixth. The steady she goes is going to get us some more stability. We'll effectively be maxed out for the most part till war stuff starts. MI6 is done. And then, yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't think there's really all that much that's super important. Like, we can give some resources to some of our miners, but in a non-multiplayer game, no big rush to do it now. Ooh, did I click the wrong thing? What did I research? I think I finished researching mechanical computing. So these are all techs that we're gonna like slowly get. I want to get radio, I want to get Captain Magnetron, but they need done before the war, no sooner, no later. Survivability studies will need as well. I will also need aircraft engines, but I can kind of get those after the airframe. And if I do my tank research with this slot, we're going to do mediums. We'll probably do amphib tanks and Amtracs as well, because Marines are going to be our primary, like, hard-hitting, like, just micro-force, I guess, for lack of a better term. These guys are not training. Let's put you all in here then. Get you trained. I think there's some subs in there, which I will just throw over there. As long as they don't go in and then immediately get shuffled out, then they'll train and we'll be good. We'll do some training later as well because we'll have more and more ships built before war. We're gonna find a balance. I don't know if there's any option to pick for these support ships. I just like them because you get so much better supply if you end up fighting anywhere away from your like primary fighting area. Let's get signals companies. I find that the support companies are so much better now that the who do we want? We want our German guy for sure. Oh, both are 3 German guys? Not bad. Why not? Let's get all the early... yeah, I don't care. Not this game. Turkey can do all this weird stuff. I probably should have supported them just for a little bit of stability, but we got plenty. Italy's gonna be like primary antagonist for now. Just shift click the whole queue here. I have to touch that again. Economists, right? Consumer goods factory. 5% is not that great. Production efficiency cap is nice. Yeah, I think we do that and the trade unionist. And we don't do the military factories guy. I think this is good. Kind of flying through this kind of quick. I would like to move a little bit faster because thanks to all the goofy stuff Some more piercing shells, nice. Thanks all the goofy stuff trying to get NVIDIA broadcast set up and then the stream set up all working again. It's a big mess. And I wasted more time than I wanted to. Let's see, we do Shadow Scheme. Obviously don't need to do it yet. General Rearmament, not even close. We'll just keep the tank stuff going, I think. We'll get the basic engine. We won't research any more of those upgrades. I'm sure there's some crazy, maybe not crazy meta, but there's meta to do for those tanks. But if I'm just doing marine stuff, I just need the armor. Actually, speaking of, let me get this done. But I think we might start selling some stuff on the market. Do auto purchase requests. We don't get to touch this stuff. I like the Maritime Patrol airframes. I don't like building them. I do not need these tanks. Yeah, I think we'll try and sell everything else. Planes-wise. Except these. We kind of need some stuff for the carriers. I might not... I don't want to focus on the carrier airframes and building that many of them. Early on, I'd rather have more fighters. Yeah, nothing to build, nothing to build. Tibet? Sure, 500 guns. It's all yours. We got a little bit longer till that. Let's do this. And I hate how the other slot doesn't, like, remind you what it was from. So half tracks. Half tracks really nice to get early. I don't need to do them now. We'll save that bonus for a little bit, unless it's gonna go to here. Yeah, I don't want it to do that. Let's just get those. The support companies can come in later too, right? It's just a before war thing. That's when we finally need it. Then we need the trade unionists last. Bulgaria. Yep. Nope. You're an Axis guy. Empty promises. You're a trade unionist. And our factory output bonuses are already really, really good. We're going to need a lot of guns, because right now, obviously, our support equipment is positive. That's because our division doesn't really have a whole lot in it. Now, I'll do this before we get that what are we researching? This. I do not want to spend any of the cool naval stuff yet. We want decisive battle. We are fleet in Bean, which is like a battleship focused one, even though we're going to be carriers. We're going to have some of them, and we're going to be building some. That's just kind of to cover what we got. What am I picking here? Well, there's not a whole lot of options. A little bit of everything. Just make sure you get the breakthrough here. And these two, reliability, max speed, doesn't really matter which one of these you get. Develop tank regiment, develop tank variants. That'll give us the early ahead of time research speed for Amtraks as well. We're gonna add some facilities in here since we have 2 of these points. This is something that has really like helped me do the early. Yeah, see, he just adds another scientist to help work on our jet stuff, and that'll help us get jets, you know, a couple of months earlier maybe. I don't know if it helps that much. I don't think it does, but it's a decent bit. And just because I'm antsy and I got that extra 4 army experience I need, we're going to make this a 20 with. This is almost going to be exactly division. We've got to add like infantry guns, AA, and AT, and then we're going to add like signal companies, logistics, and hospitals down there. We might add another one if we don't want to put the support artillery in here. So we kind of don't need to if you have enough on the support guns. Find the balance, don't care. Our government. So now that we got all these kind of figured out, we can start doing this other stuff. We want the army offense guy, of course. That's what almost everyone wants. Maybe the Soviets want more defense. But everyone else is going to have to actually win the game by attacking. Yeah, we'll save the excavation stuff for later. Just trying to get through. Speed quickly. Already early January. Nice. Are we getting a lot from trade? Not really. In a multiplayer game, if you got a US, you could easily get like 30 or 40 mills from them, and it's really, really nice. And you, since their civs are worth more because of their isolation, they're worth more with us instead of them. Okay. Maintaining balance of power. It is kind of hard to get the... I think home defense is the only thing that we lose out on if we go right side versus left. It's only these two and then home defense, and everything else is shared. Yeah. So it kind of doesn't matter. You're going to get 5 war support here. You're going to get 10 from Churchill here. You get a little bit more. And then you get 10 more here. So it's like, do you want a ton of war support here? You can kind of do it. It just costs like big 70-day focuses. This does, yeah, this does kill your autonomy from everyone else. They kind of start hating you. So balance of power. I want to do it now. I have to be careful about watching general rearmament because that's going to go up here eventually. But we do need to get at least some of that right side stuff done. And our dockyards. Our dockyards are all done building all those starter things. We are going to finally design this. Oh, not dual secondary. The task force thing. See, I can't add another hangar because we go over the size. Deck armor gives us 5 armor, a little more HP, but the cruiser armor actually. It's not going to cost us chromium if we do cruiser 2. It will cost us chromium if we do cruiser 3, which, as the UK, we have a decent bit of chromium. 100 is pretty much all you need. So we would do this if it wasn't already also putting us over the production thing. We'll get cruiser armor 2. And I can do AA1. AA is not important. Radar is. We're going to save that, and we're going to throw 3 of these in the queue to make. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Click the wrong thing. We do want the MIO. Going for these. We're going to produce 1 total for the whole game. No more carriers after that. We're going to produce by 38, which will give us plenty of time to get our research finished and all our training done afterwards. I think we've got plenty of screens. Yeah, everything's done training. I will probably keep most of this training, actually, because I want more naval experience. Because that'll help me do some research a good bit quicker. So we just got to make sure we stop training before the... what air guy do we want? I'm kind of a night ops guy, personally. But, early war air accidents is kind of nice for some other ones, but night ops is probably the one we'll go for. I do need to start upgrading the agency. How are we doing down here? Let's, infiltrate civilians. Click one of our guys. Oh, actually, I need to resume mission because I want them to stay back there. We're going to do a bunch of missions on Italy just to make sure we get as much intel as possible. Let's do our night op guy. Maintaining balance power is done. And yeah, we want more operatives, so I think we're going to do special operations exclusive. Yeah, no need for the war support yet. We're not close to the 30 we need, or the 25 we need. What do we need for partial mode? Yeah, 25. So we're not going to try and grab more war support anytime soon. Do some other stuff. Roll tension is not where it needs to be, so we don't care about that either. Denmark-like stuff. This gives us 20% consumer goods. Absolutely no. We do not want Danish crap because we want our consumer goods to be about as good as they are. They're already at 76% normal, which means we got plenty of stuff going on, even with our research stuff. And this is how you make. This is how you make your navy good. And actually, I don't even really need to spend a lot of that. A lot of the naval XP on boosting that research. Because we kind of just have time before the war for it to finish naturally. But what I should do is kind of start picking out some of these things for capitals. Obviously, you want line of battle. I don't think anything else has ever been useful. Like, maybe fast battleships, but... I mean, they're going to be kind of okay speed anyway. 5% is not going to change the world. Let's get our... another department formed. That Mio we just saw selected. I kind of don't select anything specific. I'm just going through things, trying to look for the little breakthrough icon if I have a choice. And even our infantry equipment is catching up. Is our, yeah, I thought so. We want the cavalry all set up. Not that we're occupying anywhere, but let's do it beforehand. And designing our Marine Division, I usually like to do stuff like that early, but we don't have a lot of the things that we want to add into yet. Oh yeah. It always alerts me that patrol boats is super cheap. Because it's half the cost of all the other doctrine or sub-doctrine options. But I hate that it alerts you to that because I never want to pick it. I always want something else in screens as a major power. And it's a little disappointing. So we can do the French Alliance early. We're not really that early on it. It's just earlier than we need. We're going to get unit elitism because this is going to boost our special forces capacity and whatnot. So we'll be able to have more divisions for these naval invasions. Let me see. Yeah, we'll just kind of do this normal for now. And we already have these done. Now, I almost don't care about anything else we could research in here. Because I will not produce super heavy battleships. They're kind of lame. But we're gonna do projects anyway. It costs some resources, but we got plenty. We're the United Kingdom. Nothing crazy about it. And what I want to do is actually get some repair and support ships started. We have a decent bit of convoys to start, so I am 100% fine going like that. I'll add some more convoys here like that. When the carriers finish, it'll let me know what's up. Baldwin resigns. We've got Chamberlain, which kills a little bit of our war support. No big deal. Let's see, do we have a... I don't have an Italian guy, but that is the last German dude. We'll put him in Italy. Have administration infiltrated. Cool. We want to do... Do we want to do the army? I don't like doing in multiplayer collab governments. So even if I'm playing the Naxos nation, right, or a fascist nation, I won't do that either. What I think I want to do is Navy for sure, maybe Air Force. I don't need the Air Force probably. We'll probably just do all of these to get some experience for our operatives. Eventually, these guys are going to go to Germany, and even though they're double agents, it's still going to be important for us to get them some experience so they're not caught. So these guys are almost all trained up. Let's see, where are we at for logistics? Got the trains, trucks are almost there. Okay. Guess we can abrogate the 9 treaties thingy. Oh, heavy guns. And then, since we got all this political power, which I have been saving way more than I need, we are going to improve our relations with China and send over our attaché. Because if you don't know, attachés give you 10% war support. That is really good. We are actually very close to our war support limit. If we get home defense, the Joint Command, which is also great. Armored Forces is next. And I don't care if the French are gonna potentially take over command. And as soon as this gets to 20, they will accept the attaché. And we can stop improved relations. If you leave improved relations on, it cuts into your political power generation. So I do not recommend you do that. And we're going to do decisive battle, because that helps our screens as well. Screens are probably the most important part of a fleet, because they protect your capital ships. Let's see, let's pick our screens thing. We want to do integrated operations, because that's screen efficiency. They're going to do all the good cruiser destroyer stuff that we want from that. And we're getting so much political power. Once home defense finishes, we're going to use the rest for partial mob. There's our half track. BC. Oh, we don't have the bonus for... Did I not do that yet? I swear I did. I did do it all. Armor variants, amphibious technologies. Huh. I don't know. Things could not be set up right. We want these eventually. No big reason to do it. We want to kind of rush down some mediums a little bit. They're not super important, but we want amphib tanks and then amphib drives. So we're going to start... Our medium tank designer's not in here. Let's not even use one. And 1940 mediums are ones we're going to use all game. I used to love rushing to get the late medium tanks and then the modern tanks, but they just keep getting more expensive, right? 5 cost for the 43 medium, and then 12 cost base for the modern tank. And the modern tank is not that much better stat-wise than this medium, right? Yes. Oh yeah, look, you get all the extra breakthrough, but you can't put an amphib drive on these for one. But they cost extra chromium, right? Sure, hardness is great, but defense isn't any better, right? Their armor's barely any better. Their reliability is exactly the same. It just costs so much. And if you put heavy guns on them with the modern turret, it just kind of sucks. Helicopter. No, of course we're not doing helicopter. We're doing... we're going to save that because we need 3 for jets when our tech there finishes. Are we really not getting as many bonuses? I thought we were. Dang. Alright, and then this. Doctrine's available. Oh yeah, and there's also the early cheap ones in the army branch as well. Almost there with home defense. There we go, we get partial mob. And then we can get general rearmament next. We're at 10. I'm really hoping it sticks up high enough for 70 days, because it does naturally tend to drop a little bit. Negative 0.5 per month. Yeah, we might not keep it. We might get kicked out of this. Oh no, never mind. Oh yes, that is world tension. It's not partial. I'm thinking like a war support thing. Athens. I don't know. I never know what to do with the Greece stuff. Because if Germany shows up, they'll win, right? Especially in a real multiplayer game. They'll just show up and cook. But, basic medium tank. At least half tracks. Now the half tracks, I think I want to do some mechanized. But obviously, like, we need to max out the production cost, so it's 4. And we need 100 army experience, which I might not end up fully saving for. Grand battle plan is fine. Yeah, we need to do carrier stuff. Mass carrier fleet. Mass carrier fleet is normally what I do if I don't have carriers, because it still gives ship recovery rate for everything. But floating airfields helps with the sorties. Yeah, I don't want light task force. General support? Is there anything good in here? Max speed, number of ships. Carriers are fast enough as it is. Repair ships. Yeah, no. Floating airfields is always the way to go for carriers if you're using them offensively. Construction 2. So this gets us to the point where we are ahead of time on all this other stuff. So it's nice to get your excavation techs now, or your fuel refining or rubber things. We'll have the rubber. We might not have the resources, so we'll get the excavation stuff. Already we're using a little bit of tungsten for stuff. Artillery. But eventually we'll have our tanks and whatnot, which we need to do. We need to do some research into artillery stuff here. We'll produce some more as well. I don't know how many trucks I need to go up on. 2's sometimes okay, especially against the AI, but something like 3 is always going to be safe. So I might as well go up on that anyway. And the other thing is I'm kind of actually good on this equipment. Yeah, we're not doing the support equipment research yet, so I will just train them. How many can we add? That'll be fine. Do a round of that. That'll be what we need. Because we need to get our general army number up, not just for like home defense, but we also need to get it up for... Let's see, do I grab naval rearmament now too? Amphib warfare's... I hate the 70. This is really good. This is important to get early too. Some fighter research as well would be nice to get early. Mills are nice, obviously, in this path, but we're not in any rush for anything. There's a lot of good choices. It's hard to make a really bad one. Limited conscription might be worth it to grab because we are getting really low on that. Let's get our amphib drive. And we're not fighting, but we're going to do infantry. And our amphib assault genius. And I might do army logistics. Screens are also a nice option as well for your military high command. Do not care about the UK or the Yugo. Let's go into conscription. Shell dies is done. And we'll do our damage control stuff. I think I have one more. Yeah, one more to pick here. In subs. Subs won't be crazy. I could just leave them in my fleets and do fleet operations. That's the easy, lazy way to do it, is leave your subs in your fleets. But we'll do wolf packs because I might want to use them in a multiplayer game, of course, over a... Oh yeah, and then we want operational integrity. That's the one that's going to give you better like fighter effectiveness. We could go for the ground support one, and no, we're not going to produce those at all. Let's go to 5 on trucks. It's always nice to be able to hand out trucks to someone in a multiplayer game, and then we go 15 here, and everything else is kind of going to go on guns until we need to produce our planes, which is actually getting pretty close. 100 days there, and we're going to start throwing everything onto planes. We actually might take something off of guns for planes, and I'm hoping 15 on support equipment is all we will ever need to touch for the whole game. Let's get the amphib warfare. That will probably give us the research buff that we want on the Terrapin, I think. I can't remember. More excavation tech. Next thing that's going to finish is our fighter. We're going to put... do we have cannons, actually? Oh, man, I might have goofed up. We don't have cannons. Okay, we need to do cannons afterwards. And then we'll produce... Then we'll throw more on planes. We'll actually design our proper fighter. But for now, we'll probably just do carrier naval bombers. And we'll probably do a bit extra of those. They're going to have some really good range, but we're going to do extra of those because we'll be able to put them up around to kind of do our spotting in the med and whatnot. See, we are kind of still early 38. No big rush on anything that we're doing. This is all done. Nice little 24 army here. We'll pop that out. We'll get another round working. Let's see, our theorist. Probably a military one. That's one we're furthest behind on. Am I going to do any more mech this game, or is this going to be the only mech I do? If it is, we'll just get the production costs done and not worry about it. Although a round or two on reliability would be nice. Because all the doctrine stuff, right? It doesn't matter. Like, the first couple of doctrine options doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll do 5. Leave it like that. I still need to do the anti-tank stuff, but that's kind of a... It's kind of like an after we do. Oh yeah, we're not going to have the... Oh no, this will probably work out great. Because we're going to do cannons. Then we're going to do the advanced small airframe. And that should get us just enough time. Yep, won't ever build you. That should give us enough time to complete the couple of focuses that we want to do to get fighter command. Well, we can hold it off a little bit or do some juggling if we need to. Let's see, faction. Oh, I'm not doing my intelligence agency. What a goofball. Normally, if I'm playing a multiplayer game, I have all this extra time being slow, but we're moving at like 5 speed right now. Yeah, no, we'll do army. All you guys are still level 1. So we'll just let y'all go. So we have firefighting drills done. We have all of our naval stuff selected, so we can always spend now. And then fighters. Get that. And then I'm going to design our carrier naval bomber. We only have light mountings 1, but we want the extra fuel tanks for the range. And if you click here, it'll select and show you, hey, for that mission, right? Before it doesn't show you like, oh, it's a 12 weight 16, but you can't save it because it's too heavy. You click here, naval strike, and it shows you, hey, your weight's over. Right, so I know I can't put 2 on there. And normally I wouldn't care too much. But I'll put, for a little bit of air defense, nah, it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. I'll just leave it like that. And I can design the CAS guide too. Oh, that's not what I want. We want bomb locks. Then extra fuel tanks. Oh man, we're over. I guess we're just doing carrier naval bombers to start. We'll have to design a carrier fighter, and then we'll have to do a regular fighter and CAS for now. Well, in the future, I should say. Yes, that will go above half tracks. Because those are probably going to be more necessary than getting a huge reduction of half tracks. Because as much as a mechanized force would be really great for wherever we land, still ahead on these researches, we're going to get a little bit of fuel refining. That'll help us get more fuel when we need it. Speaking of fuel, we are full while we're training the Navy. That's a good sign. Although I do need to add some more guys around and get them trained up. We are producing a good bit of these support and repair ships that are helping out a good bit, or will be helping out a good bit. We can get... I don't know if there's like a good... I like Cult of Heroism, because it'll give medals for free, but I don't think I've ever seen that ever happen. Partially because I don't do medals. They're super cool. They're a great idea, but it just costs too much. It's political power, right? Let's just work left from right. We'll do civilian all the way across. Get 1 in each of those. Civilian, military, naval, and air force. And then we'll like do counterintelligence, interrogation techniques, max those out, and then right before the war we'll do government cipher school 1 or 2 times. Which come up quick because there's our carriers. And now because our carriers are done, not gonna produce any more, but I will design the cruiser. Now we need put the radar on there too, we'll max that out. I like dual purpose more than I used to because it gives light attack, but it also gives AA. So I like that. And the UK is the only one who starts with these. These are really good. We'll design task force. It's still well below. And yeah, these are just purely light attack plus some really good anti-air cover. These are super good cruisers. I love these. We'll design destroyer 2. Torpedoes are going to be upgraded. The sonar is going to get upgraded. And yeah, double torpedoes, 1 light attack gun. Although dual purpose would be better, of course. And then we have the depth charges. And we'll do task force, nice and easy. Same for you. You're the sub guy. We probably won't produce subs, but that's everything there. We will put. I would like to do 10 and 10 on these. We'll probably do 5 and 5. Yeah, how many repair and support ships do I need? We'll cut down on those. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We just need like a handful of these to fill into the new fleets to kind of like give them the extra little like bump in strength. You have traditional rules. Then we'll do our fighter command. Oh. Good, good. That reminds me, I need to do some research in our radar stuff here soon. We're midway through 38. It's kind of been slowing down a little bit because we're stopping to do a bunch of things. I could do more naval dockyards, but the mills are very important as we continue. Spymaster, yes, I would like to do that. Let's do this guy who does the agency upgrade time reduction. And then we'll get our other guy, Alan Turing, into cryptology, or exactly where he needs to be. And we're going to get a ton of agent slots here, so we're going to be filling in everything. These guys are all going to go into Germany. Hopefully they're getting trained up pretty well with these missions, but we will wait to see. Oh yeah, and now these carriers, I'll throw them in there to get trained up, and by the end of 38, we 100% need to set up the Navy. So we need to make sure we do that when that happens. Let's get diesel-powered goofy stuff. Liechtenstein, yes, we'll take that because that's reduced consumer goods. Our consumer goods are 60% multiplier, which is really good, even on partial MOB, right? We're only losing 13 of our 45 mils, and these are our... This is our last, I think, base army. We'll probably end up doing. And we might do more. There we go. Jet engines is getting started. It's going to go super quick because we have a lot of people supporting for a bunch of different things in here. But again, like, we won't use jet engines. We'll use axials when we finally research them. That's kind of the real meta for these. And then, yeah, we'll have to sit on that research slot for a while Fighter Command finishes. This actually worked out better than I thought because we'll get the cannons and then we'll do small aircraft frame. Or no, we'll do engines 3. What am I doing? Engines 3. Okay, we need... Are there any cool new guys? We have one more German to grab. Cool. And you guys just finished another infiltration. Let's do... We did Army, Civilian. Let's do the Air Force. And that's pretty much the last thing we need for Italy. We'll just put these 3 new guys. Oh, did someone die? Get taken out of here? Oh, those guys are all good. Oh. Do they leave this queue when that happens? Seems really weird. Oh yeah, survivability studies. Kind of not important to do until you have Engines 3, but I'm going to do it now because it kind of helps work out with the whatchamacallit, the ahead of time penalties. Just gotta make sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I pick here. Alright, and we can design the fighter. Let's see. We will design our this fighter. We're just gonna get one set of cannons and one extra fuel tank. This is the carrier naval fighter, so we kind of don't need the fuel tanks. We can kind of just throw in the light machine guns and get a little bit more air attack on this. The ranges are so important. The more I play, the more I found out the range is way more important than everything else. Yeah, we'll do that. Is this checkmark box? Yes, it is. We don't need to do any more carrier stuff. And then we will do pretty much probably the same thing over here. Except because it's not a carrier airframe. We will have room for a little bit more light machine guns with our one extra fuel tank. And that Spitfire is going to go there. And then this is going to be our CAS plane. Let's select CAS there. Oh, we don't have the room to add extra fuel tanks. We won't make CAS. We will not make our CAS. We'll not produce CAS. Let's make the design so I don't forget. But I'll put everything else on later. So we need to add the carrier fighters. I don't need that many. I'll do 5, I guess. I hate doing not numbers of 5 for things in production. Because I need a ton of actual fighters. This is going to go up at least to 15. And yeah, I kind of want everything else to fill up beforehand. And we're kind of late on all the tank stuff that, well, not late. We'll do normal Marines probably to start and then add the other stuff in as we need to do stuff. But let's see. So we need guys who are going to go sit in Italy. Let's go grab an escape artist. Fighter command's done. Okay. Let's see. We need a couple of different things. Shadow Air Scheme is going to need to get done. I'm not going to do Air Force stuff, but David Sterling's really important, and this is like Special Forces stuff, so Special Air Service. It's going to help our Marine stuff, our fighter research stuff, airspace dominance. There's not really much else that I like. Maybe Knights of the Air. It just doesn't really add the kind of stuff that I want. Airspace dominance is where it's at, I think. And yeah, let's start picking these guys. We want our infantry guy. Our special forces guy is going to be 200 political power, so I have to like remember to do that and not let that just build up. Forget about it, or beforehand use it. Oh yeah, definitely not doing infantry stuff yet. And this is super early. We don't need that. This is what we need. Landing craft. That'll get done nice and early. Now when Amphib Drive finishes, yes, we do have a research bonus here, so we'll do the Terrapin for the Amtracs. It's going to be nice. I do want to make an a mechanized division. And I feel like this is the one to do it with. Man, I do not have the kind of army experience that I want to do this right now, but I think I'm gonna risk it. The cavalry recon, just I can't have that in here. I need motorized if I want recon at all, which I might not even want. I'm not designing it yet. We're not designing it yet. The Marines need designed first. These are gonna look a little wonky. I hope that needs to be a infantry. Yeah, way more than I can afford to put in right now. Let's partially make it for the moment. We have stuff training. Let's see. I forget. We need... yeah, some of these guys to fill in. Need more of this as well. Let's get the army one. And I think we're at the point where we can start throwing dudes into Germany. These are the right German dudes. Yes. The other one I think is on the mission. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully these double agent guys and German ancestry guys do not get caught. Do not need turkey crap. We're building mills at a pretty good pace. Our economy's really good. Army department's done. Normally I like to take my time and just run at 4 speed, but we are... get the checks are on their own. Even in multiplayer, I won't deny it unless there's a France player. And get Sean Connery, I guess. You can stay in Italy. Sure, a special representative, why not? Why not? And then how much other... need a little bit more. Alright, that's not done. I need support divisions. I need the artillery and stuff added in. So we still need plenty more air or military stuff. But there are a couple of things that I do want to do. Don't touch any of this. I kind of want this done early. And I don't want them trading with me and my boys for as long as possible. In a multiplayer game, much more important to do maybe a little earlier. But I'm being lazy in an AI game here. I'm trying to, take some time. Survivability, very good. And we have our big bonus for the airframe, which we'll get after we'll do Engines 3. Because we need Engines 3 to do axial jet research. And we need advanced small airframe as well. We will get our... what's the other guy after Commando? Army Logistics or Screens? I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of problems with Army Logistics. Most of what we're going to do is we're going to be fighting in North Africa, which logistics helps there a lot, right? But I'm going to be doing naval invasions, right? Don't care. So I'm doing Screens here, and then we'll do the Commando Genius for David Sterling. Oh, I could do the amphibious assault thing too. The invasion speed actually isn't that good, so the Commando is actually going to be the only really useful one. Not this guy. Let's see how our Navy's doing. You're all leveled up, of course, because you've been leveled up for a while. Actually, I don't need to do this anymore. You guys are going to be maxed out. You guys are maxed out. Somehow you still have one dude who's not fully trained? That's weird. Okay, Italy's done. Germany's going to be next. We're still doing air. That's going to finish here in a couple days, right? Yeah. Cool. And we lost a dude. Dang. Oh, we go forward with Italy already. That's cool. Oh, that's a phone call. Hold on. Alright, we're back. Let's see. I'll do prepare for the inevitable now. It's one of those that needs done pretty much any time. I missed out on some mills. But we're gonna get some of this stuff done first. More of these guys. I do want 2 in Libya, where we're going to be doing some of our first naval invasions. We're going to clean up North Africa, because that's the nice thing to do. And not just straight up invade and kill Italy day 1. Counterintelligence 1. We'll do interrogation and then finish out counterintelligence. And I'm on kind of a timetable. We got less than an hour before Mom comes to pick up the dogs. We're going to try and get this going. I have a couple of things that I need to do. Navy needs to get set up. Oh, do we have carriers in here? Or no, we just have 8 carriers, okay. We're gonna have a home fleet of stuff, and we're gonna have 2 Mediterranean fleets of a bunch of stuff. And they're gonna be main fleets. This is going to be the Med Fleet, which I think the air controller is going to be ideal. And then this one up here, I think I want 3 of these. Let's design these real quick too, of course. So the Med Fleets are going to have the carriers and battleships. 4. I don't think we can afford to put 20 in, so 10. 20, 4, no subs. Any. Let's do CV, group, save. That way we can turn this into that exactly. Things are going to get shifted out real quick. And we're going to take the carriers out of this group. I'm going to remove these first, because I want the med fleets to sort out for that. It's going to save that temporary for now, because these are all going to be that design. Again, temporarily. So we've got some extra battleships, but these guys are otherwise full. Oh, there's battleships transferring. So let's give it a little bit. Second person's going down to Libya for that nice intel bonus. We get that done. We are going to the Amtracs. Exactly what we want. We're going to select War on Expand Armored Forces. Someone else did that, because we haven't done anything that produce armor. Preemptive strike, that's not going to happen. In an offensive war. Does this count as an offensive war if we come in defense of Poland? Who knows? I'll select it anyway because there's not any other good options there. We'll do, I think, air sharing in the group, and then we're going to select elite special forces because we don't want a ton of them. We want them to be good. Oh, and do we get this cheap? Marine Commandos. Yeah, we do. Okay, that's going to be good to add in. Because we can do our Pioneer Division. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Well, we'll do this. We'll do anti-air, infantry, infantry. I want to put anti-tank in here eventually, but that's going to be infantry guns. Support artillery in here gives us tons of soft attack, and that's going to be as much of the Marine Division we're going to have for a while. Actually, since we're only doing amphib tanks, we don't need the tank brigade. Yeah. So it'll just kind of be these two, because this is going to be our mech for the ground, and then everything else is going to be Marines. with Amtrax, and I think we have some research that needs finishing here quick on top of interrogation techniques. We'll guarantee you there. This stuff is done. Don't need anything else here. I might do the later mediums, but we want all this other tech first. These extra important, you know, anti-tank researches because we're doing medium amphibs. And we are getting closer and closer. Oh, we need 200. We need 200 for our genius. Yes, however, we can pick pinpoint strikes for our ground attack option. We are prepared for the inevitable. This will do the start of the war, of course. And we're doing Shadow Scheme down pretty far. Oh, yeah, I need to do radar stuff too. We'll get a new research slot here in a little bit, and it'll be pretty quick to get the 2 researches I want for our radar tech. But we're just speeding through as best we can. We get a lot of political power. Sure, non-aggression with Sweden. For now, that's fine. We'll guarantee Poland. I'm glad that's an event thing now and not something I have to manually do. We do need to start getting ready for this war. These fleets are pretty much set up. Let me get some of this stuff. Cruiser, destroyer, fly swatter. And these fleets, right? Of what's left over, we have a couple of battleships. I think I want to give them 2 each. See, battleships, battle cruiser, heavy cruisers, 2, 2, 2. DD, G, save as the new. Oh yeah, and support ships. That one's gonna do that. This one's gonna do that, and so is this one. And since you have no air guys in here, you're only going to be doing spotting stuff. Yep, so we're going to pick our good spotter, search pattern expert, sub attack. Oh, I think it's for if you're actually running subs. Our sub guy will actually be Horton. And there's not really going to be screens. Loading drill, torpedo expert. So yeah. Pretty much what we want. Let's see, are these all gonna go? So we have some extra destroyers, it looks like, which is gonna be good. We can do some convoy escorting. Actually, no. We're gonna add them in to these fleets because these ones need more. I thought we had them set to 30. That's my mistake. We have, I think this is a heavy cruiser. Yeah. This is a light cruiser. So we got a couple of extra light cruisers. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That'll help fill in stuff for us. And then let's see. I want to set up our... You're going to be operating here. You two are going to be operating here to start. And you guys are going to be operating here to start. Actually, here. More than here to start. Nice. Alright, we're saving political power. Decisions-wise, nothing needs to happen. The Navy is all set up. We have 5 comfortable little setups. Germany could maybe break through if they had a proper Navy up here in the north, but we want to kill the Italians so quick and effectively. Okay, what was this researching? Was this Navy stuff? I feel like it was landing craft, because it's not that. So we're going to go do cavity magnetron and then sedimented radar. That's going to give us level 4 radar, which is all you need ever in the game. Then we get the research speed, the radio for the tank. We should be good. And we have amphib stuff already picked, right? We just don't have the... We don't have the tank gun. Not even a medium tank thing yet. So I guess we're gonna... We are way behind on the air. But, I mean, we catch up. We catch up anyway. We've got the US on our side. Actually, do I want to rush? I probably just want to grab the medium cannon first. The order's not extra important this late when we're doing it. Let's see, these guys are... I don't have the support companies that we want, but let's add that in for now and get these training. Wow, a whole army of them? That's nice. That's what I'd like to see. I guess we don't have the manpower for it even. We could convert. We're not going to. I kind of like how the army is going to be already. So let's start figuring out. It's May. We'll wait a couple of months to start setting our army out where it needs to be. The Navy's already set up. Our air, we're going to have to work on. We're going to have to do a couple of extra things for air, right? But we'll do that when we do the radar station build up as well. No big concern for all that. Universal, because I don't care about much anything else. Because we already have the big like fighter bonus for our next airframe already. See, commando, yes. So that's done. Next thing we want to do is go up on conscription when the war starts immediately, because we are in lack of manpower. Gosh darn. Actually, I probably don't need this many. Let's do 16, I guess. We'll probably have enough manpower by then. A couple other things. Design our tank. Medium gun. 3-man turret. Radio. We want our amphib drive. Yeah, this is an amphib tank. We want fuel drums. And last thing, usually heavy machine gun. Is there anything else I want? No, I think that's exactly what I want. We do have chromium. We'll do interlace road wheels for sure. And the armor difference isn't that good. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's because we don't want to catch too much steel. And it's kind of fast too. Do we want to add more speed? I'd like to get it to 8. Oh, but it's really... The design is expensive. So if I get it to 8, that's the speed that the Amtraks move as well. And it's also double what a base infantry division would be, so we'll overrun stuff if we're using it like to cross rivers and stuff. It's just gonna be really, really good if we hit that 8 speed minimum there. And we're not producing these immediately. We're gonna put them in the queue, of course. Actually, was there a amphib tank designer? I didn't even look. Nope, medium tank designer. That's when we were building up anyway. I'll put 15 on this. I might go down on it because it's not really necessary to have that many there this early, especially when we're short on aluminum. Are we? Where do we get aluminum from? Not from home. We barely produce any, just a little bit in the north. This means we need to trade with someone, which Canada's the one. We're just gonna send them 2 early. That way I don't have to worry about that for a while. Getting those. And yeah, July. This is where I would definitely want to have it set up in a multiplayer game. Our everything. But for now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys are going to pop out. Actually, who's our boss man? It's going to be Montgomery, of course. No reason to have anyone else. You're gonna go there. You're gonna be a nice little ground force, and then everyone else is gonna stick on the defense plan. Might as well put these later areas up. Yeah, just get it all. Charismatic, because you know Montgomery, notorious for being a charismatic leader. And you guys, these are offense dude. We got some tank dudes. Dempsey's our man. That's kind of all we need. That's kind of all we need down there for our setup. We do need, obviously, our Marines, which, man, look at the manpower. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess we'll just do 12. It'll be enough for what we want to do. I'm just disappointed that we made so... We had the capacity to make so many. And we have a commando guy, don't we? We have a trickster. There we go. And we'll set up our naval invasions. You can do this in a lot of different setups and whatnot. I want kind of a pretty heavy invasion going to Tobruk first. I'm only using half of them actually because I want the other one to go to Benghazi from Valletta. Oh yeah, and I need to do like port garrisons and other spots too. But these are set up. You guys are going to need to train until the war starts. And actually, Italy doesn't join the war day one. So that's going to work out fine. I do want some port garrison stuff too. So let's grab another 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. You guys, I'm not going to give them commander. I'm going to put 12, or sorry, 6 here. 4, 5, 6, another 6 here. Just to garrison those. That's super important. Do not forget to do that. And let's hold off on some of these because I know we're going to want some air bases over here. We're going to have some air bases here. We'll probably want them on Gibraltar too. Everything at home's fine because we have them all like super built up. We're going to be fighting a good bit in France. Well, okay, if you really want to win a multiplayer game, go put your air in France and kill Germany. But we're going to kill Italy early on and let France die because that's the like nice thing to do in a multiplayer game. Just to let Germany have a game and not just beat them after all this build-up. Let's get this research slot, I think. Not going to help out Romania. They're not going to be on our team. Just going to speed along until we start this. Let's see, planes-wise, we're starting to build the Spitfires, but we don't have a whole lot. We barely have 100 put together. Although aircraft engines 3, that's really what helps us get really effective fighters. So let's go fix all these, I suppose. There's the CAS one. That's not what I want. Extra fuel tanks and another bomb lock. We'll do another extra fuel tank and then armor plates. That cast is going to be really good. This is going to be 2 cannon 2s, fuel tanks and armor plates. Nice. Carrier airframe is going to be similar. I'm clicking through the wrong things. We're just going to add plates to you. We don't need the same range. That'll be fine at the end of the day. Extra tanks, armor plates. Actually, these... yeah, I was going to do drop tanks because we need a little more defense. Or we would want a little more defense, but I don't think we need it. Especially when the weight... We can't add any more torpedoes here, so... See, this is the Spitfire. This is the carrier airframe. This is the other carrier fighter. And now we're going to add 5 casts in here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Of course. You guys need to have your airframes. Fighters and naval bombers. 1, 2. You've got yours, you've got yours. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because I removed them day 1. Where's the other one? Is it here as well? Did we fill them all up? No. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what I would like to do is actually get those trained up as well. It's not super important to do, but they can't do it while they're sitting in the dock. So let's get these all trained up while they're out exercising for a little bit. Athens, I do not want to give you more consumer goods, but it's only 30 days. Raising it 10, we're already like down near 50 almost. So I think we can afford it. Hopefully they'll fight a little bit better. Light aircraft for racer speed, that'll help us out a little bit too. We'll research that last. Hey, yeah, you're in. There we go. Yeah, August. We're called to arms. That means the Navy goes up, patrol, and then you are going to be convoy rating. Yeah, and then you guys, yeah, keep training because you're not actually going to do anything yet. Decisions available. We do want the British Spirit. A little more war support, and I don't really care much about home defense there. Everything else, hide that. Dun dun dun. Air wings, not entirely. Developed, that's fine. So you guys need set up in Cairo here. Oh, Italy joined Axis. Are we at war already? Yes, everyone can join, of course. The AI will ask, but I mean the players will theoretically have to ask manually. I wanted a little bit more time to build up maybe one of these too. And of course a radar station, which we can't build up here. We'd have to build it up here, which is why we need level 4. Yeah, we'll just let this all work out. With a ton of air, we'd be helping the French fight, but no big deal. Oh, this crap. I hate how doing some of the artillery research messes with our plane designs. Oh, and we need some more aluminum. But yeah, not at war with the Italians yet. Ooh, they ran through the south. Nice. Honduras wants in? Sure, why not? Let's see. We do not have the political power. Probably should have saved it. I don't remember what I used it on last time. We're going to get these early. Research. Because I would have liked to put an attaché in with France to get a ton of army experience. Because they'll get a bunch even if they're losing to the Germans when they go through Belgium and whatnot. And again, I would put my fighters up in Benelux or up here to fight. Might even put them in Poland a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of... Yeah, plenty of fighters from Germany. They're not great fighters, but we don't have to really fight him directly. Not even making medium tanks yet. I'm actually going to go down like that. Kind of get that going a little quicker. There goes Poland. Do not care about governments in exile. Unless they're players, then we'll worry about that. But we're just trying to rush through this. Show how we do this. You guys are probably trained about as well as I want. Let's actually keep training you, but not have your mission go off immediately. Are we getting intercepted? I think we are. Where are we getting intercepted? Here? Yeah. Okay, we'll avoid there. It's a really odd place for them to raid early on, when France hasn't fallen. And then that should fix itself. Actually, I kind of want to avoid these two as well. Just to give us a little bit more buffer. I would avoid here too if we really need to. But I mean, we're going to be operating there with our patrols, so we should be fine. Oh, dang. I didn't realize all these guys were captured. Oh, nuts. Yeah, that's my mistake. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of stuff. And our fuel is kind of wonky, too. Let's see, there's one thing we need immediately, which is Military Training Act. That'll get us manpower, for sure. And then we'll do other stuff. Oh, wait. This was a research slot that we got. So this can go into something like our guns and stuff if we wanted to. I want support divisions first. But notice we're completely ignoring guns, because we probably won't touch guns until we like do all of them all at the same time. Good, this got built, which means now I want a railway. Actually, let's just build it quick. Which if you do it in increments like this, it'll build it faster. Because you have effectively 2 lines getting done. You're getting convoys out here in the Atlantic. Dang. Not really much you can do. Destroyers can do convoy escort out there, but we kind of need them doing other stuff right now. In preparation for Italy stuff. Oil-wise, we want some American oil. I don't want to give them that much. Let's do 8. Actually, I can avoid that. That too, can I? Yeah. Our supply lines are going to be really long, but this is effectively okay for now. France is doing all right. Germany has lost a few. Oh, where did we get this? Oh yeah, no. Hey, look, Poland's cool and all, but I do not need your stuff. Other agent captured? German. Yeah, no one's been captured by the Italians. Oh wait, no, someone has been captured by the Italians. Oh, we'll just rescue them all. You only need to do one mission to rescue multiple operatives. I'm guessing because Germany is a little buffed, they'll be a bit more better on the cryptography stuff. Especially when I'm not doing ours extra good this time around. The last one of these. And our radar thing's not done yet, but that's going to be important here in 26 days to slot in. So will the Amtraks, but for now... Dang, they want so much from us. I think we can remove that for now, because we will start occupying territory soon. Anything else in here? This is going to be support anti-tank, which we do not have any producing. That's probably important for us to maybe get that started. These are little mistakes that I'm not too worried about them having been made, because I won't forget them in the real game when I have so much time to sit around and think. Otherwise, this would be like a 6-hour game, and we're not even 2 hours in yet. Yeah, there's still convoys that have to go through here, I guess. I could almost take this off patrol and do some fighting here. Let's get some infantry guns in here then, actually. Signal company, we do have the support division, or support equipment to do that as well. Make them a little more effective for when the Italians do join here. Do they wait till 40 to join? I feel like they do. I don't remember. I don't want to go in on the Italians, because you can go on the Italians early. We do have a little focus that does like put us into war with Italy early, right? But not a whole lot of you're not really nice if you do that in multiplayer. You got Italy or Germany player, just kind of ruins their game a little bit. So we try and be right, we finished that, so we want more side for school. Turpin finished. We don't need anything else in this tree. That's done. This we'll get as well. Might as well do it now. Rescue mission done. German. Okay, then you... Oh, dang, you guys didn't... It's got caught in Tripoli. I can't believe it. That'll be good enough. Centrometrics done. Computing, then radio. Definitely the way to go. I would almost do nukes this game as well. Yeah, let's get that manpower. We're gonna need it. Because we're starting to lose some... No, we're still not losing manpower, even though we have convoys sinking. Apparently everyone's getting rescued. No problem. Okay, that finished. I don't think I need military police. I don't need to go that crazy on the garrison law. But yeah, let's get at least caught up with the correct level for most of this. Always tempted to do cannons early, because cannons 2 is really, really good. All right, we need to do these. Here's the AA, and we'll do the AT next. But yeah, if we also do this Italy focus, we're in an offensive war technically, so our war support bonus kind of gets killed a little bit. And so far, German planes aren't going too crazy. I do want to really kind of fight as best I can up there, but we just don't have fighter production, really. How are we that short on fighters? Yeah, why can't I add fighter wings? Oh, manpower, duh. Goofy me. There, now manpower shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's get all these nice mills from all these focuses. Yeah, Mexico being a pain in the butt cheeks. I wish you could reduce the cost of Amtraks, but you can't. Put 10 on these eventually. See how that goes. Man, they're hunting for the convoys. France isn't even fighting Italy, and they're not able to like really cover anything. But it's AI for now. A player I could probably get to do that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, our aluminum is slowly kind of looking fixed. And we're killing some of the German convoys. Were they... I think they were crossing to get ready for North Africa stuff. But, are we going on the Benelux yet? Nope. Denmark. Yep, they won that pretty quick. Good. Okay, now we do radar stations. We need 4 here. A 4 here. And then we're going to upgrade ours at home. And then it's just mills. If I decided I needed docks, I would also do docks about now probably, but just need the mills. Heck, I almost want to go down on guns, because I've got the stockpile for everything I want to do for now. Yeah, actually, we're going to go to as low as possible on guns. We're just effectively not going to produce them even. It's going to help boost a couple other things. We're going to get these started. We're going to get the Amtraks and the mediums have been kind of going. We'll start kind of going. Oh, the Spanish Civil War is still going on, man. AI is not exactly on top of its game. What do we need for our fuel? Okay, we're a little bit short from America. You're not getting intercepted. Let's go there. And now we should make enough fuel that we can run everything. Yeah. Okay. It's going to slow this down a good bit, more than I want, but we need the fuel. I guess we could have waited to put our navy up here in the med to save a good bit. Ooh, we had a little fight here. Oh, Denmark, because they joined. Yeah, they were doing some careless patrols. Oh, we're getting intercepted in the Denmark Strait. Really? Okay, listen. The Greeks have got enough. If they want anything else, they can build it themselves. Alright, we are adding our logistics and field hospitals to everything. Oh, I guess we're just doing it to the Marines. Marines are the ones who are going to fight, so we'll do it to them first. We don't have the army experience. These guys are all good to go. They can do a little more training. We're not going to risk it in case Italy joins here soon. But, I mean, supply is good. We'll push. We're going to get all our invasions to go. There's Luxembourg, which France is covering fine. But there's Belgium. Netherlands are coming in soon after. Let's get our centralized control. These we don't really need. So we'll get them when we get them. France is holding surprisingly strong. Chamberlain resigns, nice. So we got old Church Dog up in here. It's gonna do good. We'll go war economy next, and I don't think we're gonna get higher. We're not gonna do total mob. War economy is almost not worth it either because our consumer goods factory, we're below 50%, so we're barely eating into our civs number at all to begin with. Train more of these. We're effectively just training the pilots. And do I really need? I might put air up over here in a little bit just to see how we trade. The whatchamacallits, the radars aren't done in Sussex yet, so we're gonna be trading good because of radar detection. If we trade good, it's just because of our stats on the Spitfires. Of course, they're losing. That's again like because the French don't have the air to cover that. All right, let's see. Go to Calais and see what the German response is. Netherlands dies. And then, yeah, we're trading pretty good. They're going to put more fighters up. Ooh, these are bad trades. We have some old planes in here, of course, as well. Yeah. We'll kind of trade bad because our radar doesn't catch up and our numbers aren't great. So yeah, we'll just pull that back. Let's keep the trading. I'm planning on letting France fall anyway. That was the whole an avert crisis. Yeah, whatever. Kickstart in the war industry. Let's get the other mills over here. Where are we at with jets? Jets are almost done. We don't have another thing there, but I think we're going to get this focus, and then we're going to get this, which gives us another 50% breakthrough. So we'll start axials here before, well before 41. And there's Italy. Okay, you guys are already here. So we're going to let that go. I need more oil. Man, I really do not want to go more than that much there. Oh, yeah, and we're just already obliterating convoys from the Italians. I'm hoping to see us engage the main Italian fleet. Like a good player fleet might do better, of course, but I think either one of the two divisions or fleets that we have is going to do really good. Let's see, you're going to go here, except for you, which is going to go there, and then there. Except for you, which is going to go there, 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 to encircle Benghazi. You're going to start pushing. So I want you to kind of break through and help there. You three. We're going to go here because we want this encirclement to kind of squeeze in. We're only going to use Marines for that. All our subs are doing a good bit of work. We're losing some. Not a big deal. Yeah, killing the Italian Navy. I mean, I've done this so many times. This is such a trivial, like, fight for our Navy. Because their fleet is probably here at their home waters. Nothing they can do to contest any of this. Yeah, I want you to go here and here. Ah, what the heck? They could not have invaded here. What the heck? How'd they get in? What is going on? There we go. Clean up some little battleship brigades and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know how this happens, but I'm guessing like a reinforcement was headed here, but we landed, and then it got here anyway without a naval invasion thing. Oh yeah, we're taking some planes and convoys and stuff out. There was a little Italian fleet here. There was a little Italian fleet. Oh, here's the real battle that we want to see. Slow this down a little bit. Because we're effectively just obliterating the Italian main fleet here, at least the one with the pride of the fleet. It's just such a... You can look at the numbers, right? Light guns, we're almost double. Heavy guns, we have a markedly higher number. And then torpedoes are so high because destroyers are really important. And so we're just going to hit... And either all the streams are going to die, and then everything will die, or just because we have a good mix of stuff. There's Paris. We'll just kill everything here, and very little is going to escape. There goes Paris. That is fine. We need to get this invasion landed, otherwise we're going to lose some of these guys. Why are you guys not moving in? Luxembourg. Oh, Luxembourg lasted longer than France? Not too surprised, gonna be honest. Yeah, we have no army doctrines yet, so... Oh, lost some subs. You go here. And I really kind of want you guys to get to cleaning this up. Actually, how's the plane situation over here? Because I should probably just put my planes up. Let's see how you try to automatically fill to support this army, which is barely, I mean, the Marines are barely an army. Oh, right, I'm moving super slow. We need to get through this. Yeah, the Marines are just so strong. There we go. Might as well do that cipher too. Actually. And save doing more for later. Ooh, there's a nice little... Oh, my main fleet's not there. It's caught up fighting some subs. Is this Belgium divisions? Weird. And they've got a naval invasion planned for Northern England. Not that they'll ever get the naval supremacy to do anything with it. And this is what we want. Clean up everything around Tobruk really quick. Get a little bit more radio. That was a good battle. Oh, doubly good battle. Triply good battle. Swap out our AT guns to the new, better ones. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. There's a nice little couple of kills because we probably re-engaged the AI navies because they probably don't have the fuel. Go here. We probably don't even need to look at those anymore. This is all cleaned up. You guys are going to be going onto this front to go this way. And you are going to go from here to here. Which I don't think we have anyone assigned to there yet. So let's go do that. Yeah, we can only have 10 guys in a naval invasion at a time, so we can't send all 12. But I like to have 6 per invasion if possible, because then you cover... Or sorry, yeah, 6 per invasion. So you cover 2, 2, 2, if it lets you. Just, they keep designating another, like, Pride of the Fleet, and it keeps getting cooked. Oh, why aren't we covering out here? Oh, hey, here's a battle with a German main fleet. Oh wow, I wonder who's gonna win this one. I don't even have my good fleet here. Right, this is just us cleaning, absolutely obliterating with a moderate like cruiser fleet, losing 1 light, which we have the replacements. Like, we still got replacements. Oh wait, no, I want to pick that research. There we go. And you guys should be aggressive. That's probably what I've been goofing up for a while. And more exile divisions. You guys can have them back. Go put them wherever you want. Get the AI to do it. I don't want to control your divisions, so they're just going to sit at home. I'm just going to sit at my home. You're definitely going to sit at my home. Just an impressive amount of convoys getting cooked. Signals company. We're almost to the point where we're going to start some infantry equipment production. Let's get a nice little encirclement here. Oh yeah, and they're going the wrong way. Yeah, we're kind of just waiting on the ticking time bomb that is this naval invasion. There's a ton of stuff here. But this is also going to go well, especially if I hedge my bets with another little naval supply thing there. Need a couple more days. Focus is done. BSA company helps reduce cost of our guns, which we are still. I mean, it's crazy how we have so many more infantry equipment than we started, and we still have like 0 being produced effectively right now because we have no mills on it. Because we don't need mills. We don't need mills on it. Completely unnecessary. These. Yep, and this landing is going good. Now they can kind of reinforce meme us here. But since we have guys landed and they're really good divisions, they're really strong, so they can defend here without too much issue. We probably will just be able to push into here. Because so far these guys actually hold up really well against the Italian divisions. Plus I think we have good air coverage. No, but it's better than the Germans, who either are out of fuel or... Yeah, and the Italians don't fight well either. Like we are way outnumbered, which usually wins you the fight, but between the little radar help we've got built up, and I think we just have better fuel situation than they are. Actually, speaking of fuel, I think I can cut this down a good bit now. Let's go back to 10. We'll just clean up their air for amphibious, yes.
Ready. Ready to move. Listen up. Attention.
And sometimes, yeah, you gotta kind of manually tell these guys, hey, get moving, you know, get cleaning this up.
Move out.
Infantry expert. Finally, Spanish Republic is cleaned up. Oh, and this becomes Egypt's territory now? Weird. Okay, you know.
Ready. All in. Keep moving.
Yeah, they're not going to retreat into Vichy, France automatically, so we're good there. Let's see, construction, look at that too. Just running through the research stuff really quick. Oh, hey, well, it's all cleaned up. Nice and easy, no problems. We'll set it for the next invasion. From Valletta to these 4 points. Yeah. And then let's get these out of the way. We want operational air, carpet bombing, and our first land doctrine. I think we do individual excellence. And then let's see. So this guy, oh, all our subs died. Okay. So I want to patrol here and here. But did I not set that up properly? That might have hurt us if we didn't set the repair priorities property for all this, so that they'll split off. But we're doing fine. And as soon as these fleets actually get up here and doing stuff. Why are you were just repairing? You don't really need to, but okay. I'll give them all the dockyards, because it's better to have the stuff repaired so it's in the fight sooner than later. Oh yeah, these radars are still getting worked on. France is getting killed in a bad naval invasion. I don't know, everyone wants to be me and do the naval invasions. Especially because the AI is gonna give the supremacy, but yeah. I'm gonna put you guys all on the order there. Oh, and I